Hello, hello, it's Liz here. Glad you're joining me today. Today I'm going to be using the designer series paper called Hues of Happiness. If you haven't seen it yet, let me just show you a few pieces from it. It's beautiful. This is one side. Look at all those beautiful flowers. And then the flip side is a little more simplistic and yet still just beautiful. Okay, so that's called Hues of Happiness DSP. But maybe you're thinking, well, it's pretty, but it's really, really busy. I mean, look at this. If I show this in the camera, whoa, right? That's really, really busy. Okay, and it is. So let me show you how you can use a paper that's really busy to just make a simple, beautiful card. I took a piece of, let's see. I pulled out these two pieces here, all right? This one, look at these flowers. Gorgeous, but busy. So I pulled out this piece, and then I pulled out this piece. There's a lot more papers that are in the designer series packs that have pieces that are like images that are separate so that you can cut them out. Some of them have dies that fit right around them. Some of them you would have to use your scissors and fussy cut them. But if that's not your thing, there are dies that cut out some of the images on some packs. But anyway, I'm grabbing these two pieces, one with this really busy flowers and this one with the flowers that are separated. And this idea that I'm going to be sharing with you can be pull out all sorts of paper packs. It can be used for other packs because a lot of them will have this where the images are separated from the others so that you can cut them and use them that way. So I took a piece right here and I cut that out. This piece is let's see, 5 1/4 by 2.5 inches, 5 1/4 by 2.5 inches, and that was cut right from this paper here. So let's put that aside. And then I cut out a flower from this paper here. All right. I'm using fresh Fresia as my card base, and I have already cut it and scored it. Let's find the bone folder here. Take the bone folder, we're gonna make a nice crease. All right, so this is what we have at the moment, and then I have a white piece of cardstock that is 5 1/4 by 4, 5 1/4 by 4. All right, let's just set this aside for just a minute, and I want to attach this piece. What I'm gonna do is just it's very simple. I've done this many times before, just ripping. I have found that it'll be different whether you rip toward you or rip away from you. I want to rip toward myself, so I'm ripping toward myself, and then I'm going to get this little bit of a white edging. If you tear away from yourself, you will not get that white edge. So I'm just tearing, nothing fancy, just tearing. Okay, let me go ahead and stamp my words first so that I make sure I have enough space here. I'm using the stamp set Hope and Prayer, which I just love this set. It has, I thank God every time I think of you. You are in my prayers. Hope anchors the soul. Under his wings you will find refuge. And then a few little symbols in here. So I'm going to stamp I thank God every time I think of you. And I'm using Granny Apple Green. And I'm going to stamp this right on the edge and the bottom. Got it. Okay, great. Anytime you're on camera like that, you kind of think, is it going to work out? Is it not? Sometimes not so much. But anyway, so let's just see if that fits. Yep, that fits perfectly. So let's put some adhesive on here, and I'm going to leave a little white edge over there, and you don't have to. That's up to you and your preference. But I'm leaving a little white on the left side. We're going to press that down. Okay, now I can go ahead and put this on my card base. I find it much easier to get it centered if I'm looking from the top down. So I tend to stand when I'm creating things like this. We're going to flip it over, make sure it's pressed down. All right, so you can leave it just like that, but I'm not going to. Remember I cut out that little piece? I cut out this flower from here. So now we're going to give it a little 3D look to it. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back here. And I'm grabbing the Fresh Fresia ribbon. Let's see what it's called. It's called Fresh Fresia Open Weave Ribbon. And I'm just cutting it off a small little piece, just like this. And I'm going to take that and I'm folding it in half. Fold it in half so it kind of makes like a V shape. We're going to just put that over here, sticking that to the back. I'm going to add some dimensionals. We're going to make this like a little bit of 3D going on here. Oh, my dimensional is stuck to the paper. All right, let's see if I can get one more. Get one more little piece in here. That's too long. I use up all my edges of my dimensionals too. So we're going to put that right over top of the ribbon. Let's cut this down just a little bit. We'll take off the backings. And there you have it. How's that? So you take a very busy paper, and you don't have to cover the whole card with your busy paper. Just take a strip of it. But cutting out those extra pieces like that, and you can give a 3D effect to that right there. And again, try this with other packs of paper that you have. So I hope this gave you an idea for your DSP. Give it a try and let me know. Comments below are great. Share this video with someone else who you think this might be helpful for. And thanks for being here. Talk with you later. Bye.